A very big day for SADC leaders. Have they started with their talks yet?
Indeed, maybe the question, Alicia, should be, have they finished? Because they have just concluded the meeting of the Troika. And that meeting basically didn't even take long. Ordinarily, this kind of meeting would take long hours. It only took an hour, and then after that we were called in, and then a communique was read to us. Indeed, they decided that President Jacob Zuma, who's the chairperson of SADC, and President João Lourenço of Angola, who is the chairperson of the Troika, will be traveling to Harare tomorrow to meet with all stakeholders, from President Mugabe, ZANU-PF, civil society, and the defense force, because they have an interest in making sure that the impasse that we are witnessing in Zimbabwe is resolved.
All right. And of course, what else have you uncovered while you're still on the ground there, Mzwandile, when it comes to this impasse in Zimbabwe?
Alicia, what has confounded quite a number of people, or rather the issues, is that the situation in Zimbabwe is quite strange. I mean, ordinarily, people would have thought it would have been a classic coup, but still we are told that President Mugabe is still in charge. But the army, again, alongside him, is also in charge.
Yeah.
So those kinds of things, and you can see that whatever difficulties or problems there appear to be from within the party. So the question again is, how much should they then interfere or rather intervene in the internal party issues? So I think those are some of the things that they are skating very, very, very carefully on. And I think that's one of the reasons they have decided to say, instead of hearing from people, and please, and remember, the envoys that President Zuma had sent to Zimbabwe were also here, so they had the opportunity to present their report, and of course, and I think the leaders did ask a few questions, and then they then came to a determination that they needed to go to Zimbabwe to speak to all the stakeholders themselves.
All right, and Mzwandile, how's that going to help with them going to Zimbabwe? I mean, we do know that Zimbabwe is currently instituting the impeachment proceedings. So whatever outcome, would it still be relevant for the president's or the SADC mission to go to Zimbabwe after the impeachment proceedings?
Alicia, this makes it actually very, very interesting, because events in Zimbabwe are unfolding, and many people would argue that these are events within the party itself. So which means the leaders of the region do not necessarily have the authority to determine on what is happening within the party. But the fact that they have decided to take this action of going to Zimbabwe, first, will they be allowed to meet President Mugabe? Secondly, how will they be received, even by ZANU-PF itself? Because after the action of the army, ZANU-PF is actually the party that is spearheading the removal of its president. So it will be very interesting, Alicia, when they arrive there. So who's going to be at the airport to receive them? So what will be the reaction of the civil society, particularly, Alicia, because we've had many people saying, well, SADC, stay out of it, this is our internal issue, so we'll deal with it. So it will be very important to see the reception when they arrive in Harare tomorrow morning.
Mzwandile, thank you so much. I suppose we'll get in touch with you when you also arrive in Harare tomorrow. That is our presidential reporter there, Mzwandile Mbeche, on the line to us all the way from Luanda. And that decision there, as we've just heard, that meeting between the SADC leaders was very short, that Troika meeting, as they all decided unanimously to go see and hear things for themselves in Zimbabwe. I do have with me Brian